Hello, my name is Simon and welcome to the Retro News Roundup. Let's start with another chapter in the ZX Spectrum Vega Plus story. An Indiegogo project gone very wrong, it promised to deliver handheld speckies to a huge number of backers, but nothing was delivered since it launched 2.5 years ago. Until now. Yes, some backers are now finally getting the handheld, but it's of questionable quality, to say the least. Still, better late than never, eh? Maybe. Second, and this is arguably not retro, but screw it, is the news that there will be a Streets of Rage 4. Developer Lizard Cube are involved, who are the team behind the excellent Wonder Boy, the Dragon's Trap remake, so I have high hopes for this. No release date is known yet though, or the consoles it'll launch on. More like Streets of Raging Uncertainty, am I right? Let's open this section with the Switch, which received 2 remasters of older titles. One was a HD version of the still pretty impressive Wolfie RPG Okami, and the other a 25th anniversary re-release of the not so impressive but still lovable FMV Clunkfest Night Trap. The system also received a fair few Arcade Archive titles through its eShop. Neo Geo Games' Prehistoric Isle 2, Metal Slug 4, Crossed Swords and Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, as well as standard title Kids Horror Daisakusen. Yes, I'm pretty sure I pronounced that last one correctly. I hope so anyway. The PS4 in comparison received just one retro release, but it was a significant one, a HD repackaging of Shenmue 1 and 2. So now you can search for sailors in glorious high definition. The game was also released on PC and Xbox One. Just one piece of news for this section this month, and it's that a Kickstarter was launched for Amiga 3000 inspired modular Amiga PC desktop computer cases. This is certainly a bit of a curio, but if you are interested, one will set you back £159 if the project is successfully funded. A lot of Homebrew was released last month, and let's start with the free stuff. Because why not? First up was the long-awaited platformer Tanglewood for the Mega Drive, with cartridge versions being available to pre-order too. The system with the most Homebrew releases last month though was the Game Boy, surprisingly. They included Deck Bouncer, Boun-Ma-Ze, Buggy Troll Mini Golf and Basket Case Boy. The latter is sadly not based on the 80s horror film. There was also a pair of ZX Spectrum titles, Max Pickles and Souls Remaster. To round off the free Homebrew, Dawn of Kernel popped onto the Amstrad CPC, PoNG 4 was served up on the Amiga, Scramble scrambled onto the Atari 5200, Nova the Squirrel scampered onto the NES, Phantom of the Blasteroids exploded onto the Commodore 64, and finally Paranoia Sending the Clones doubled up on the BBC Micro. Or did it? Rush Hour was also released for the Vectrex, but is only available in physical form, and a copy will cost you €39. Talking of paying for retro Homebrew, a lot was released last month that you'll have to stump up for. Outrageous, I know. Titles include Mono for the Commodore 64 costing roughly €40, Hunter's Moon Remastered for the same system being $12.99, the MSX2's Life on Earth setting you back €42, Burn Us XP on the MSX having a price tag of €25, and a physical release of Zero Sphere on the Amiga being €25. If that wasn't enough, there was also a cartridge release of the Japanese version of Return of Double Dragon for US SNES owners. One will cost you $50. And I don't want to be turned to stone, so I'll also add that Little Medusa arrived on the NES, SNES and Mega Drive, with prices starting at $49.99. And finally, a demo of Sonic Chaos arrived online. It's a fan-powered reimagining of the Game Gear title of the same name. Nothing doing here this month, I'm afraid. Have you found anything though? Let me know in the comments section below. Loads of English fan translations this month, 5 of them for NES titles. Gamber Goemon Gaiden 2 Treasures of the World, Ninja Kid's Demon Castle Adventure, Taro's Quest, Ninja Boy 2 and Ripple Island. Then there were also translations of Mercenary Force for the Game Boy, Demon Child Zenki on the Game Gear, and finally the N64's J-League Live. That's all for this month then, but don't shed a tear, I'll be back in October. In the meantime, why not like this video, and please do subscribe if you haven't already, it really does help. Have a great month, and I'll see you all again very soon.
Just relax and let it go.